Your joints don't hate aging. They hate these foods. Eat them daily, and arthritis doesn't just stay, it accelerates. According to reports, people who consumed the most added sugar were about 40% more likely to develop osteoarthritis. And sugar isn't the only culprit. Here are 7 foods quietly wrecking your joints. And number 3 catches everyone off guard. So we're counting down the top joint triggers that irritate your joints, showing you better options and clearing up false myths. We're not overcomplicating this. I'll show you what's hurting your joints and how to fix it. Welcome to Fit Eat Fuel. In today's video, we're counting down the 7 foods that quietly worsen arthritis and what to eat instead. Let's start with the biggest trigger. Number 7, sugar bombs. Sodas and desserts aren't a treat for rheumatoid arthritis patients. They are triggers and will only push your immune system to attack your own joints. Who doesn't like an ice-cold cola on a hot day? But inside, it sends your blood sugar spiking and triggers a cascade of inflammatory chemicals. That's not scare tactic, it's data. So ditch the daily soda. Try water with lemon or unsweetened iced tea. Reach for fresh fruit when you crave candy. Small shifts can lower inflammation and calm your joints. Number 6, crinkly wrapper trap. For every 10% of your calories that come from ultra-processed food like that healthy granola bar that never expires, or those chip bags, our odds of developing arthritis jump about 4%. These are loaded with refined carbs, cheap fats, and additives. Experts say they spike blood sugar and drive inflammation. And obviously, if it lives on a shelf longer than most fruits live in your fridge, it's not your joint's friend. Choose whole grains like oats or brown rice. Grab nuts or seeds instead of chips, and try cooking with olive oil rather than industrial seed oils. These aren't just healthy swaps. They help keep inflammation lower so your joints don't need to be stiff and sore. Number 5, deep fried trouble. Fries, fried chicken, that deep crunch everyone loves, has advanced glycation end products. It's when sugar and fat get blasted at crazy temperatures. They form these sticky compounds that your body does not like. They basically irritate your system and turn inflammation up a notch. The satisfying crunch often comes with oxidized oils and reheated fats that push inflammation higher. Fried foods also soak up trans fats and omega-6 oils. I'm not saying you can never eat anything crispy again. Relax. Just don't make deep-fried food your personality. Try air frying. Bake it. Use fresh oil. Lower the temperature a bit. You still get that crunch without your knees paying for it later. Number 4, meat overload. Let's talk about the one people don't want to hear. Bacon, burgers, sausages. I know, it smells amazing. It's comfort, it's tradition, it's Sunday breakfast. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Studies consistently show people who eat a lot of processed meat have higher levels of inflammatory markers. When red and processed meat become daily habits, they quietly raise inflammatory signals in your body. Not dramatically, but steadily. High heat cooking creates compounds your body treats like a threat. Add the saturated fat, and your system stays inflamed all the time. And if you already have arthritis, it becomes very noticeable. Stiffer mornings, more swelling, longer recovery after movement. So if you replace some of that meat with fish, beans, or even just leaner cuts, those markers drop. You don't need to go vegetarian. I'm telling you, daily bacon, deli meat, burgers is a pattern your joints don't love. Make it occasional, not automatic. Just reduce the processed meat and rotate in lean poultry, salmon, sardines, or plant proteins like lentils and beans. Your taste buds will adapt and your joints will breathe easier. Number 3, the salt sneak. And the one that no one sees coming? Salt. Not the little pinch you add while cooking. I'm talking about the hidden stuff. Instant noodles, packet soups, deli meats, chips, takeout. People who ate the most salt had 1.5 times greater odds of rheumatoid arthritis. High sodium doesn't just raise blood pressure. It pushes your immune system to produce more of a specific type of immune cell called Th17. Think of Th17 cells as the overreactive friend in your group chat. They amplify inflammation. They make your immune system louder than it needs to be. If you already have autoimmune arthritis, you don't want louder, you want calm. Salt is sneaky. It hides in sauces, dressings, canned foods, and anything that tastes aggressively savory. So start reading labels. If sodium is through the roof, put it back. Use garlic, herbs, chili, or citrus to flavor your food. Your palate will adjust faster than you think. Number 2, fat bombs in disguise. Now let's talk about the creamy stuff. Cheese, butter, whole milk, and ice cream. And before anyone asks, yes, calcium is great for bones, but that's not the problem. It's saturated fats that come from full-fat dairy, which in return increases inflammatory signals in the body. Nutrition experts recommend cutting back on full-fat dairy and sugary dairy treats if you struggle with arthritis. I'm not here to villainize dairy, but full-fat dairy, especially when it's frequent, brings a heavy dose of saturated fat. And for people with arthritis, that keeps their immune system on edge. Now here's the interesting part. Not all dairy behaves the same. Fermented options like yogurt or kefir actually contain probiotics, which can support your gut. And your gut plays a big role in inflammation. So instead of cutting everything, just notice the pattern. Instead of a nightly scoop of ice cream, try frozen berries blended with a dollop of yogurt. It hits the spot without waking up your joints. Number 1. Gout grenades. Alcohol and gout. If you don't know what gout is, it's a form of arthritis where uric acid builds up in the blood and forms tiny needle-like crystals inside your joint. Studies show alcohol significantly increases the risk of gout attacks. In fact, even moderate drinking raises the chance of a flare within 24 hours. Beer and liquor are particularly problematic because they both increase uric acid production and make it harder for your body to clear it. And then there are high purine foods: liver, kidney, anchovies, sardines, mackerel. Purines break down into uric acid. More purines, more buildup. If you have gout or a family history of it, cut way back on alcohol. If you choose to drink, keep it minimal. Opt for moderate red wine, hydrate aggressively, choose lean proteins like salmon over organ meat. One less beer tonight might save you from limping tomorrow. Because gout pain isn't subtle, and prevention is way easier than surviving a flare. You'll notice what's missing from this list: tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. Despite internet rumors, there's no solid evidence that these nightshade vegetables worsen arthritis. And unless you have celiac disease or a gluten intolerance, going gluten-free doesn't help rheumatoid arthritis. Don't waste energy avoiding foods science hasn't convicted. Focus on the proven culprits. Now, ready for a quick experiment? For 7 days, eliminate sugary drinks, deep-fried foods, processed meats, and salty snacks. Swap them with water, baked or air-fried meals, lean proteins, and seasoning from herbs. Each morning, circle your pain and stiffness on a 0 to 10 scale. After a week, look back. Most people notice less morning stiffness and more energy. Next week, test a new food, dairy, alcohol, etc., one at a time, and see how your joints react. Patterns will jump off the page. If you want to keep your joints pain-free, like this video, share it with a friend who needs this info, and comment if you want to know about the foods that actually soothe your joints. Don't wait, your knees are counting on you.